What's good, family? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully this video right here gets us to the bottom of this entire cloning theory. We have Monique reveals the truth about Hollywood cloning celebrities. Now we know Jamie Foxx just dropped a video for the first time speaking out about his entire experience at the hospital when he was basically gone off the face of the earth for months. No one knew what happened to him, but a lot of people were saying that he was being cloned during that time. Alright, now, it's not only that. During that time, the movie They Cloned Tyrone that Jamie Foxx literally plays in also dropped like just a week or two ago. So there's a lot of things that are alluding to people being cloned in Hollywood and actual secret societies being able to clone people. Now, realistically speaking, I wouldn't put it past human beings being able to clone. I believe they can do that. They're already making fake meat. All they need is like one cell from a chicken and they can make a whole entire like chicken breast. I believe they can do the same exact thing with human beings. I don't know how far it goes with the conscious, but building like in a laboratory, building someone up to look like a human being, I would not put it past what we can do.
The brain caused him at that point to be partially paralyzed and blind.
Jamie has been seen out and about as of late. Fans have been deeply concerned over Jamie's condition.
I want y'all to look at my neck. If y'all see another Monique and that neck ain't fat.
Are you saying that you think they take people out and clone them?
And then when you tell me your father's playing pickleball, give me a break.
You'd think you've seen the height of Hollywood's shenanigans, but then they come up with a new and even more bizarre one. In today's episode of Hollywood Going Overboard, word has just gotten out that cloning celebrities is what's hot on the block right now, and it seems Monique's the one letting the cat out of the bag today. Sounds like the stuff of movies, doesn't it? Well, hate to burst your bubble, but it's not. Proof, you ask? Let's just say one of Hollywood's biggest actors seems to have been exposed for not being the real thing. And here's a dark hint. Said actor just got out of the hospital after being sick for an extended period. Bet it's starting to add up now. Regardless, there are a lot of layers to this story, so stick with me here.
All the time. Yeah, I don't even think half of these people on TV or whatever we're seeing, I don't even think they're human.
In the current age and time, it's difficult to dismiss several concepts and conversations involving celebrities regardless of how wild they are. Because these people are crossing every line out there, and right now cloning seems to be what's hot. In the past few months, people all over the world have been buzzing about certain celebrities acting or appearing slightly different than their normal selves. Earlobes, speech patterns, and face wrinkles have all been analyzed by people on the internet. Kanye West, Elon Musk, and many other celebrities have even been called out on various social media platforms for allegedly cloning themselves to never end their lives of fame and fortune. But just how realistic are those internet claims?
Too much shit going on in the world.
He's been clowned.
They cloning people.
Oh, cloning technology is very real. In fact, I invented it, asserts German mad scientist Dr. Huey Decibel. The person who gets cloned actually is able to transfer their consciousness to their clone whenever they want, as I keep the clones stored safely in Area 51. The clone then allows the original person's consciousness to live on for another human lifetime. Theoretically, a person could just clone themselves over and over again until the end of time, but we haven't actually been able to prove that yet. When asked if anyone famous has been cloned by him,
Is this what Kevin Gates be talking about when he be like, yo, I'm 1,000 years old?
Decibel started to sweat a little. I have used cloning technology on a few people in Hollywood, the music industry, and even some world government officials. For legal reasons, though, I can't disclose specifically who.
Who is this?
Well, it seems the cat is finally out of the bag about Hollywood, and people seem to think Jamie Foxx might be the latest clone roaming the world.
This is all allegedly.
One Twitter user posted, "This is weirdly true. Got a coworker that is 100% convinced that is a body double and the actual Fox is in a coma. His family is being silenced by the vaccine maker and the government. This is where we are now." You see, only 2 months ago, Jamie Foxx was reportedly rushed to a hospital after suffering an undisclosed medical condition.
That Jamie had a blood clot in his brain after he got the shot. He did not want the shot, but the movie he was on, he was pressured to get it.
In a statement attributed to the actor's family that was posted to his daughter's Instagram account, they wrote that the star had suffered a medical complication that required him to be taken to the hospital. He had been filming Back in Action in Atlanta with Cameron Diaz only days prior at the time. The family also said in the statement that Foxx was now on his way to recovery. though they didn't reveal what medical issue he suffered. But a source described the issue to TMZ in more serious terms, calling it a medical emergency, though they said Foxx was now communicating again. After over a month of radio silence from the Foxx household, it was then reported that Jamie was suddenly back on his feet. But the actor wasn't taking walks in his estate. Oh no, he was spotted on yacht.
It's our birthday!
Jamie Foxx's road to recovery seems to be going very well, cause the guy's out and about in public now, with TMZ getting the first glimpse of him since his hospitalization. On July 9th, 2023, Jamie Foxx was spotted on a boat in Chicago waving to passersby. He also appeared to be accompanied by a few others on board as well. And at first glance, it seems there were some members of his family around. And while this is great news for the world, most people on the internet don't seem to believe that is the real Jamie Foxx. And let's just say they haven't been subtle. One person tweeted, "That's what I said about this video floating around also on Twitter. This is not Jamie Foxx." A second user with a similar point of view wrote, "I don't think it's him either, and why do they keep making up stories? I'm over it. I hope he is alive and well, wherever he is." It would have been easy to write these people off as crazy, but the problem is that Jamie was rushed to a hospital and stuck there for over a month, with some people even thinking he had died. Then we don't hear anything for weeks, and suddenly the man is back on his feet and cruising on a yacht. Doesn't seem to add up, don't you think?
To see. Jamie Foxx, by the way, is everywhere in Chicago. Yeah, I mean, the guy he is just everywhere.
But on the
I'm not gonna lie, I just went to Top Golf for the first time like 2-3 days ago. My swing is crazy impeccable. Bink! Stop playing with me. I might as well be a golfer. I was just watching golf today. And I'm about to go later on today. Top Golf is kind of fun, no promo. I think I might go to my brother today.
Everywhere in Chicago. Yeah, I mean, the guy he is just everywhere.
But on the flip side, some other people have a different view of everything that's happening with Jamie. One user wrote, "Not the anti-vax folks saying Jamie Foxx has been cloned." Other people just simply wrote it off as good old conspiracy theories. As was the case with this other person that wrote, "They saying Jamie Foxx has been cloned. You conspiracy crabs are insufferable." But in reality, there have just been way too many coincidences in this whole Jamie Foxx story for it to simply be conspiracy theorists at work. And I'll tell you why. Don't you think it's weird that ever since the actor was reported to have left the hospital, he hasn't made one video to appreciate his fans for their prayers and support? But we'll pick that back up later. If all of the undeniable details about Foxx aren't convincing enough for you, how about his coworker confirming it? Monique, an actress and a comedian, has recently spoken about the horrors of the industry and how celebrities constantly get kidnapped.
You think they take people out and clone them and put a robot in their place?
Well, this is what I'm saying. I don't know what they doing. I don't know what they doing.
In fact, she made it a point to give an example of how if any part of her physical appearance is changed, fans should pick up on the change and maybe try to look for the real her.
I want y'all to look at my neck. I got a fat neck. You see that, Roseanne?
I do. Look at mine, it's all wrinkled.
If y'all see another Monique and that neck ain't fat.
These words came from somebody that has been in the music industry for many years. And if with their experience, they're saying something like this could happen to them, do you really think it's far-fetched that Jamie Foxx might be a victim of Hollywood's dark side? I'll leave you to answer that.
I don't know what they doing. What I know is our eyes, it's like you almost saying, are my eyes deceiving me? Am I saying what?
Apart from the slew of irregularities about the details of his health not being released all while he was at the hospital, there is also the fact that the actor's daughter actually lied about his condition a while back. According to reports, on May 12th, Corinne Foxx revealed that her dad was out of the hospital and recuperating. Corinne posted a message to her Instagram story Friday, writing, "Update from the family. Sad to see how the media runs wild. My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks, recuperating. In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Thanks for everyone's prayers and support," she continues. In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. However, word eventually got out.
Alright, it doesn't seem like Monique is going to be speaking anymore in this video. I thought Monique was going to really start exposing, the cloning situation in Hollywood, but it seems like that's not the case. She says she doesn't know. But at the same time, she did mention that if you see another Monique and her neck ain't fat, then it's not her. Also alluding to the possibility of cloning actually going on when it comes to these celebrities. Now, we also heard about this other dude. I guess she was like voicing a scientist in the beginning of this video, talking about how he's been cloning like for quite some time for like Germans, and you could switch consciousness, your conscious to your clone.
The original person's consciousness to live on for another human lifetime. Theoretically, a person could just clone themselves over and over again until the end of time, but we haven't actually been able to prove that yet. When asked if anyone famous has been cloned by him, Decibel started to sweat a little.
Hey, that's crazy to even think about. If you were to transfer consciousness to another clone, I think I'd rather not do that. You know what I mean? That just gives me more confirmation that my spirit and consciousness is real, and I'd rather spend the rest of my life with the Creator in heaven. You feel what I'm saying? But make sure you do smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. Since you did watch this point of the video, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. The same way you're gonna catch me in the next one. Peace. Love ya.